We'll be right with you, people. Grab a tea, coffee. We'll be right there. Well, good evening, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. And we are racing again here at Zolder. I tell you what, it is a bit weird. I feel like I should be racing this evening, but I'm not. Tonight, I am joined by the lovely Ollie. Hello, Ollie.
Hello.
Sorry, I didn't tell you I was actually going live. Actually, did I? I just echoed. I do apologise.
No, don't worry about it.
You good?
Yeah. Thank you. I'm not too bad. I had a busy day. Decided against getting up at 4 a.m. to watch the F1. Not too fussed like this anymore. But yeah, looking forward to some good racing here. Personally, one of my favourite. Love a little bit of Zolder.
Actually, I'm genuinely gutted this season. I can't race.
Yeah, same.
I really wanted to, but it is what it is. We've done it for the team. We stepped up, and we'll look after everyone in the station.
Yeah, we'll look after all of these wonderful lads and ladies and anyone who might be between that are in both of the chats right now. Both of them, I mean, three. We're probably going to
Not quite yet. Thanks for Luna
not quite yet.
and Tenozu on Twitter. Tenozu on YouTube for the subscriptions, guys. Thank you so much for popping in this evening. Hope you guys are well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Tenozu saying that he's here in support of the UCC sim racing team tonight.
Oh.
Currently in P26, the number 28 BMW. Those guys, I must admit, with a very, very clean looking livery on that BMW, I quite like it.
I really hope my what I will say is I really hope my
livery sync actually worked.
Yeah, I hope it has worked. Just
been some real issues with awesome sim racing for liveries recently.
Honestly, I have actually struggled with it recently, but yeah. So thank you very much, and especially so hang on, what livery am I supposed to be seeing? What livery?
On the number 28 car. Got pretty cool.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it. That's worked.
There's also a McLaren. I'm going to try and work out where it is. Because surprise, we've got a lot of McLarens because they're kind of like dominant.
Well, yeah.
Like they're pretty much all that anyone ever drives in these series anymore.
But sorry, Ollie, it's not as good as the livery on car 121, is it?
No, absolutely not. Yeah, you can leave the camera on car 121 for a bit if you want. Yeah, such a beautiful livery. Disappointed we don't have any Aston Martins on track in today's race, I must admit.
No, we are.
Because there's not a better scare tactic than seeing 3 of Hayden's face staring at you from the other side of the rear wing.
No, that's
my favourite distraction tactic.
That's a hell of a livery. That I'll give you that one. I did like that when I saw it. It took me ages to find it though when I did see it.
It was so funny listening to you see it there for the first time. It was hilarious.
Right, now we are officially live on all 3 platforms. I hate having to tab out. But yeah, welcome into everybody on Twitch, YouTube, and on TikTok. If you're watching us on those platforms, we do thank you for your eyes this evening. If you're watching us over on YouTube, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not yet a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button. If you're following us over on Twitch,
just to We've
Oh, sorry.
a chat in YouTube just saying that we're both a little bit quiet at the moment, so maybe bumping up the sound levels.
I have turned you. Oh yeah, the game might be a little bit too loud. There we go, guys. Sorry about that. That should be better now. Sorry about that. Apologies. I just have to tweak my settings for commentating rather than in the race.
Normal streaming.
Yeah. No, that should be better now. I've turned it down by 20% the game, so it's probably the game.
I've got to admit, right?
Yep. Sorry.
Compared to the last time we used this pit skill BOP, because the last time we used pit skill, it was a Spa race, I think.
Yeah.
And it was basically just like, we're going to give the McLarens loads of negative weight, and they're going to run away because they're going to be doing about 8,000 kilometers an hour in a straight line. But here, I think this this pit skill BOP is really working. We got two Porsches at the front, but across the top 9, we've got I think 6 different manufacturers.
And Audis, the Audis are pulling in a show, aren't they?
Well.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's good to see a couple of Audis in.
Mix of cars, and across the top 20, we've got one of every make of car apart from a Bentley. And if we're looking at currently active GT3s, we've got one of everything. Well, apart from a Mercedes, but I don't think we've got one Mercedes taking part this week.
Yeah, it's good to see it's good to see the range of cars actually, because you're 100% right in what you're saying, Ollie. Because since quite recently, there's been so many of the same car. You always see, a Ferrari, a McLaren show off really with a sprinkling of a Porsche or an Aston. But at least now people can actually get in other cars and be competitive, and not having to worry about being, stuck at the back.
It's becoming more and more with LFM and pit skill coming together to work on these BOPs. It's becoming more and more about how well you can drive the car you're using.
Yeah.
Rather than how well the car you are driving drives.
Yeah, agreed.
Because beforehand, everyone drove the McLaren. Yes, it was pretty aggressive. It's not the easiest car to drive, but it's essentially a point and squirt car. It goes through the corners without any problems, and then you get in a straight line and it clears off from everyone. You'll
probably get clipped up for that, for saying point and squirt, but anyway. And we're now, and thanks for demonetising this video within the first 12 minutes.
Throttle. You give it a squirt on the throttle.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, keep saying it. Yeah, well done. I'm joking. I'm pulling you.
No.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the times right now. Christ, that Porsche is very fast. A 27.7.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me from Damien Ponzi at all. Obviously, at the moment affiliated with Big Brain Racing. But he's a guy who takes part in a lot of esports competitions. If you watch like Jardier doing esports competitions, you'll normally see Damien Ponzic's name in his fields.
Right, I get you.
He is an incredibly fast guy, and a name that I expect a couple of people in these streams might have come across before if they're a long-time sim racer.
Fair enough.
I recognised his name when I first saw him in the driver swap, because I've been watching Jardier's content for quite a long time. And I know that Damien is a quick guy, so to see him leading the field by just a shade over 0.6 of a second is not particularly surprising to me. But yeah, 27.7 is an absolutely alien that time, and to be quite frank, just shouldn't be allowed, because it hurts my feelings that he can go that fast. So.
Yeah, that is a mental lap, I'm not going to lie, really good lap. I mean, there are some fast guys in here that obviously we know. Zeitz, I know he's been in and out of a few of our races. He's a relatively fast driver as well. So I think it's going to be quite competitive. I think Zeitz is just going to go. Is that P2? Oh no, didn't quite make.
I think
it was close.
I think the midfield is really going to be where the battle is today.
Agreed.
I think Damien Ponzic, as we've seen, when he can get away without issue, unlike last week in Spa, he can just lead a race.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a problem with it. He manages the pace. He pumps out lap times that vary by like less than 0.2 of a second across the whole stint, which is stupid. he's just so relentlessly consistent, and he'll just open the gap. You know, he'll leave the gap at about 15 seconds. Doesn't feel the need to push anymore. He just manages the pace.
Yeah.
And that's all he needs to do. Whereas these guys in the mid pack, like if we look, P8 is pretty much bang on a second off of P1. You then have to scroll down to P24 to get a second away from P8.
Yeah. Yeah, the gap's close there, isn't it? Yeah.
Right, that is 16 cars covered by just over a second of pure qualifying lap time. Like it's gonna be a crazy race, because this midfield is where it's really gonna come is where it's really gonna come in terms of the action from this race.
I mean, yeah. If you take out, you know, the pole sitter right now, with no taking nothing away. Actually, if you look at sort of second down to 7th place, that's actually quite close in terms of the gap as well. Really, in the grand scheme of things.
Absolutely. Yeah, 3/10 for covering the podium positions, barring P1.
Yeah.
You know, like these gaps are not big at all. And actually, if you look at it realistically, from P2 all the way down to P21 is covered by a second.
Yeah.
You know, and it shows that these BOPs really work. You know, everyone thought, are they ever going to be able to get enough data for the BOPs to actually work? Yes.
Yeah,
they
there's
are
your answer.
exactly as intended. Like the top 6 at the moment: Porsche, Lamborghini, what? McLaren, BMW, Audi, what? Like the lineup of cars that we're seeing in this top 10 is not what you would expect from just the base level QNOS balance of performance for these cars.
Yeah. No, agreed. No, agreed. It does make you know, us as community hosts life. It's more fun for us to commentate on, and hopefully it's way more entertaining for our viewers to watch as well, because we're getting excited about it, which hopefully means our viewers will get excited about it as well. So, yeah, it's definitely a big tick in the box, isn't it? Now they've implemented LFM, or not LFM, but pit skill, and other areas have done it as well. It's not just LFM, but it's definitely improved the racing, definitely. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, you know, there were people who.
Not again.
What's happened? Can you not hear me again?
I can hear you, but like I've lost connection to the server. Oh no, it's back again. I'm back. I don't know what happened there.
Who knows?
Oh no.
Fight coming now at the front. Johannes Priest in the Cryonics Racing Porsche is only 0.2 of a second behind Damien Konsig now. What's going on? I think Hayden is having some internet trouble. This does happen. I hope you guys can still hear me.
No, I think we're good. No, I think we're there now. I genuinely don't know what happens. This happened last time. It has like a quick 2-second blip, and then it's back again. I genuinely don't know what the problem is. I don't know.
Basically, Hayden lives in the rear end of nowhere, and his internet isn't very good.
No, I don't.
So occasionally it drops and the screen quality goes all a bit fuzzy for a second or two, but it should come back and it should be fine.
No, I think we're all good now. Everything seems to be running okay. And do you know what? it is? Pardon the racing a minute. It always seems to happen when I'm commentating. When I'm live streaming racing, it doesn't happen. So I wonder if it's where I might have a dodgy connection somewhere to one of my cables and I accidentally knock it out with my feet. I think generally that might be the problem. It's not my internet, it's my feet.
It might be that, or it might be, I guess it might be loading in all the cars at once, because when you spectate, it loads them all in at once.
Yeah, potentially.
Whereas when you're driving, you can set it to only load in a X amount of cars to lower the strain on your CPU and GPU and stuff.
Yeah, it's weird. I think it's time to tell Mrs. Toga that I want a new PC upgrade.
I'm sure she'll be delighted by the idea.
Yeah, she'll be ecstatic for that, I think, no doubt. But actually, so 2 temps is the gap between P1 and P2 right now.
Yeah, absolutely. The gap has shrunk. That's
yeah.
just that's what I was just saying.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry, apologies.
The gap has come down, but Damien Konzik has come out now for what will be his final couple of push laps. This one is already invalid, but I think this is just another kind of warm-up lap. He's not pushing. The time is tumbling away, so he is kind of just coasting around to get those tyres working fully. The man we really want to watch is Johannes Priest in the number 1 Porsche 992, as he dips those outside wheels into the gravel coming through turn 4. That's not going to help him.
Sorry, Maxie's asked in TikTok who's P1. It's Konzert, Damien Konzert.
Yeah, Damien Konzik at the moment from the Big Brain Racing team, also in a Porsche 992 GT3.
I didn't realise the Porsches were quite. Well, actually, no, I did know the Porsches were quite good here because I did enjoy racing Porsches around here. But before I dipped out, I'm not sure how far you got on, but the time lost could be as simple as not taking the chicanes correctly. You can gain and lose so much time here at the Zolder by just not taking those. Yeah, exactly. Well. Yeah.
The curbing, and not just through the chicanes either. Although I guess the corners I'm about to highlight are mostly chicanes. Through this first chicane, curbing is brutal. You've got to barely tag the curbing basically the whole way through.
Yep.
And this one here, like this second chicane, this is fine. You can eat all of these curves because they're below the level of the track anyway. They actually help you with turning because they're cambered. Oh, Damien Konzik has gone around coming through that first chicane.
Oh, interesting.
That's interesting. I don't think he's going to get to the line in time to start another lap. Oh, he could. It's going to be close.
I think he might be just okay. Yeah, I think he could be okay. There's no one really improving, actually. That's you got Jones improving down in P9 right now. He's currently 3 tenths up on his fastest lap with he's currently on a 1:28.6. Is Callum? That's we have a vested interest in that team for obvious reasons.
Yeah, 4 tenths up, huge. This is going to be massive for him. P3 for Callum Jones.
Wow.
Good lad.
Get in the toga, boys.
Still got Callum. One more lap to come, but he's now got another car directly in front of him, which is going to help.
Did Konzert make the line? I'm just on board with him now. Oh, he's coming. No, he's coming to the pits. Yeah, that's it then. Yeah.
Clearly decided that he cooked the tyres with that spin. So now all of his hopes lie in that Johannes Priest isn't going to improve, which he's not, and he's not going to get to the line in time, and that is Johannes Priest over. So that is the top 2 technically decided.
Yeah.
Callum Jones at the moment not improving.
You've got Ben Zietz. Sorry, Ben Zietz is currently improving, but by not too much though. Yeah.
Need to find a lot in this final sector, you know.
Callum's gone RTG, so that's him done as well. So as it stands, I don't think Zietz is going to really trouble.
He's going to improve. I think what he's thinking about now is covering off from Ellis behind, who's also improving, or was.
No, he's dropped off massively. Yeah, he's 2 tenths down.
2 tenths, 3 tenths. Yeah, that's his lap done. But it's going to be just over a tenth, so it's going to be P4 for Zietz in the end. He just sneaks out Christian Muller by 0.07 of a second.
Wow, close. Look at that. Yeah, the top guys are close. The top 2 are in a different league, but 3 downwards are.
That means there's only one Big Brain Racing car in the top 5. That has to be the first time that's happened in about 3 months in a toga race.
Yeah, true. Oh, Greg Ellis has gone. Where is he? Is
right
that crashing a pit lane?
Right at the last second, Vincenzo Senatore, by the way, in the 60.
Yeah, I saw that. Sorry, yeah.
P4.
P4, yeah. Good lap.
Yeah. And that means that we have got the top 13 drivers covered by a second. The top 27 drivers covered by 2 seconds. Insane. So the average gap is somewhere around the 0.07 mark between each driver.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry,
it's just stupid.
It's
just stupid.
That's going to mean essentially your pit stop today is either going to make or break your race. Essentially, with the racing this close, getting your pit strategy right, hitting your pit marks, getting away quick is really going to push up places.
It really is going to be a game of who can break latest into the pit lane, because that's going to be crucial tenths.
Yeah.
Who can pull away the best out of the pit box. Right, I'm quickly going to to go and fill up my drink before we get started here, because I can already feel that it's going to be a busy race for talking, and my voice is already somewhat worn out today.
Yeah,
So I should be
okay,
back
mate.
in. I've got about 3 minutes, so I'll be back before the formation lap starts.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, whilst Ollie has gone, apologies for my slight internet mishap earlier on at the start of the stream. Hope everyone can hear and see me clearly now, and everything's going working correctly. Come on, in the chats then, across all 3 streaming platforms, who do you think is going to take victory today? Davide is in the chat and YouTube. How's it going, Davide? Yeah, 121. We have a vested interest for the Togo Esports team today of Callum Jones and is it Fernandez? Elias Fernandez, I think it is. Fernando, sorry. Who's currently running inside the top 3 right now. Podium place for those guys. Get in the boys. Absolutely stellar work. And the only representative of Togo today. Oh no, actually, Davide, are you guys racing this evening? I don't see you. Are you racing? I don't know if you are you? I didn't see you on the I didn't see you on the entry list. 121 can win. I hope so. Fishing was good. Fishing was good, Davide. Yeah, if you guys saw my Twitter post earlier today, I took my son fishing for one of his first times, if you like, properly. We did catch a fish, and he was like over the moon that I actually saw a fish in real life. I fished for carp, and there we caught a 13-pound carp, which was quite nice considering the time of year in the UK. It's not really very ready for carp yet, so I was pretty impressed myself. But yeah, appreciate that, Davide. Yeah, thanks very much. I guess a good segue in. I don't like to plug it too much, but anyone who would like to do just follow us on all social media platforms. We are active pretty much all of them, bar Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, all those social media platforms. So if you just want to just search Togo Motorsport everywhere, then please feel free to drop us a follow, guys, if you really guys don't mind. That would be absolutely incredible. So obviously, how it stands right now is obviously the guys are just getting the last of their setups complete, and then we're on a long formation lap, and then we're a green flag. Unlike iRacing, there is no safety car, so we are under rolling start conditions. We will potentially be running a red flag if we lose 20% of the grid. So what is that? Quick maths, it's about 6 or 7 cars all crashing out in the first 2 sectors. Then we run a red flag. The stewards in the stewards box will issue a red flag notice in the in-game chat. Cars will then slow down to a crawling pace, alternatively go off the racing line and return to garage. And then basically it'll be looked at by the stewards, and then any penalties will be dished out accordingly. And then we'll do a restart, and then we back away again to do another long formation lap. But yeah, the guys are away. Then let's follow them back and see how they what sort of their warm ups are. Probably best to what track temperature is 24 degrees, so not too hot, but enough for some substantial tyre warm up. That might be needed today as we follow the cars around. A bit like drone cam, or a bit better than the F1 drone cam, if you notice that. I thought, was it Bahrain that did the F1 drone cam? It was somewhere that part of the world, and it was absolutely terrible. It could never keep up with the cars going past, but I'm trying my goddamn best to be able to keep up with all these cars as we go on our long formation lap. I wonder who or which cars are going to get caught out by this sausage curb within the first part of the race, and alternatively, who else is going to get caught up as in this off-cambered or on-cambered chicane. Potentially drive-through as well today, I reckon, for most cars, maybe because of track limits. It can be a bit of a nightmare, especially through that second chicane. Track limits can be one hell of a nightmare. So let's just jump in front of the cars and wait for them to come through to us then as they come through to the last corner.